Hi, this is Michael Coffey, pastor of First English Lutheran Church in Austin, Texas, and this is the first of my Tiny Desk sermons. I'm going to be taking a first read of the text for the coming Sunday and doing an impromptu sermon reflection with you on video. The text I'm going to use for this Sunday, which is going to be August 13th, which is Lectionary 19, proper 14 if you're counting. The text is from 1 Kings 19. This is about Elijah, and it's at the very end of his ministry. And it says, "At Horeb, the mount of God, Elijah came to a cave and spent the night there. Then the word of the Lord came to him, saying, 'What are you doing here, Elijah?' He answered, 'I have been very zealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, for the Israelites have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I alone am left, and they are seeking my life to take it away.' He said, 'Go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by.' Now there was a great wind, so strong that it was splitting mountains and breaking rocks in pieces before the Lord, but the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a sound of sheer silence. When Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. Then there came a voice to him that said, 'What are you doing here, Elijah?' He answered, 'I have been very zealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, for the Israelites have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I alone am left, and they are seeking my life to take it away.' Then the Lord said to him, 'Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus. When you arrive, you shall anoint Hazael as king over Aram. Also, you shall anoint Jehu, son of Nimshi, as king over Israel. And you shall anoint Elisha, son of Shaphat of Abel Meholah, as prophet in your place. Whoever escapes from the sword of Hazael, Jehu shall kill, and whoever escapes from the sword of Jehu, Elisha shall kill. Yet I will leave 7,000 in Israel, all the knees that have not bowed to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him.'" It's a challenging text. It comes, as I said, at the end of Elijah's ministry. He has run away from the problems he's facing in Israel, and he's pretty much come to the mountain of God to die and be done. And yet God isn't done with him. And the word of the Lord comes to him and, prepares, "What are you doing here? Here comes God looking for you again." And then we get this wonderful famous text of where and how does God appear? Is it in great winds? Is it in great earthquakes and great fires? And we hear, of course, no. There's a still, small voice, a silent place, a stillness, even a peace in the midst of all this turmoil, where God comes to Elijah. And God summons Elijah back into the struggle to go finish his work. So I wonder today if we are surrounded by great winds of political turmoil, of struggle and strife in the world, great earthquakes of uncertainty, fear of war, of political tensions even within the church, if we are surrounded by great fires, as President Trump said yesterday, there would be great fire in this struggle with North Korea. And in all of these things, do we think that somehow God is working through those things? That God is revealed in those things? That God is present in those things? Or do we pull away from those and listen in still silence for how God is speaking in another way? As Christians, we believe in the power of God revealed in the cross, not in the sword or in the bomb or in military, political, or even religious power. We believe in the power of God revealed on the cross. The cross calls us to trust God revealed in Christ, in powerlessness, in stillness, even in loss and in death. How do we as Christians today live in the world trusting in the God who is revealed in the cross, in the still small voice that says, in the midst of all this struggle, I am not done with you yet. I need you to go back into this challenging world and bring hope and peace and transformation in my name. I pray that's what we can be about. Peace to you all.